We are empowering bandits. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Kiss the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away and will not go away as long as this policy continues. They can deceive, they can cover up, they can do propaganda, but those that live in Katsina, those that live in Zamfara, those that live in Kaduna, those that live in those states, they know what is happening.
Well, is that the reason why perhaps you think that there's a slowdown in the attack on schools and kidnaps that we've seen in Kaduna? The quiet we've seen in the Benegwari
there is no slowdown. Kaduna, I was governor for 8 years. I was governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. Only 3 schools were attacked in 8 years. Okay? This government has been around for 2 years. 3 schools have been attacked. And they paid the bandits. They paid them ₦1 billion the first time the school was attacked and students abducted. They are paying bandits. They are apologizing to them. They are
finding this information about ₦1 billion being paid.
Look, let the governor or anyone come and deny. We have the evidence. When the time comes, we'll reveal everything. They are paying bandits.
I don't think an Elrufai and an Amechi will campaign against a Tinubu in 2027 because now the same Tinubu will be their friend as they work together to remove Jonathan, because that was a measure that was not aimed at progressing Nigeria. It was just to grab power. In the East that year, they had Obonayono, Ngige, and the Owele Sokorocha, though Buhari didn't win in Imo State. Amechi was there. In fact, allegedly, na him been the run the paro or him money na. Nigerian politics dey deep, in the deep.
Make una no dey in a hurry, make una see wetin Elrufai won't talk about Bola Tinubu on this Muslim ticket. Where we see they use their hand bring, calm down, wash it.
Now we have cured the fear and the love for Muslim ticket. It has been done, buried, gone. I did Muslim ticket in Kaduna. I want to know which Christian in Kaduna was shortchanged because of the Muslim ticket. Nothing.
My final question on the issue of Kaduna: do you have regrets as to the things that were done under your watch as governor of Kaduna State?
Okay, let me start with that. First of all, I have no regrets whatsoever about my tenure in Kaduna. And I'm very proud of my team and what they did. They did an excellent job. They work 24/7, 365 days a year for the progress of Kaduna State. And anyone that goes to Kaduna will see the difference. And we are proud of that.
You are going to send President Bola Tinubu back to Lagos. You are going to retire him. There are those who are asking, how would you do that? With a lot of people moving into the APC, there are governors now moving into the APC, and those who say whatever the opposition is doing is gradually and working steadily for Tinubu and the APC returning in 2027.
They can believe what they want to believe. They can engage in self-delusion. They can use the carrot and stick tactics, to lure governors or intimidate them into joining. Governors that know what they are doing, taking from the till, will have no choice but to join the APC because, when you are in the APC, you are immunized from being investigated for corruption. They will do all that. But at the end of the day, the Nigerian voter will decide based on President Tinubu's performance and the performance of governors. It is not a governor moving to a party that will make that party win elections. I was governor of Kaduna State. I was one of Bola Tinubu's biggest campaigners, but I couldn't deliver the state to him. Bola Tinubu himself couldn't win his state with his own governor in place. So these things are not as theoretical as people want them to be. And if you want to engage in self-delusion, you are free to do so. So I will not tell you how we are going to win. But I tell you very clearly, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, the worst case scenario in the 2027 elections is that no winner will emerge in the first round. We may have to go for runoff. And Bola Tinubu will not be on the ballot for the runoff because he will at best be third in the election. He has no pathway to win. I have done the maths, I have done the analysis. He will be at best third. But he can deceive himself. He may think, oh, you know, I have money. Because they have taken all the money in the country. I have INEC, I have the police, I have the army. You know what? President Tinubu, invite President Jonathan for a chat and ask him if he didn't have all this in 2015 and we got him out.
Is the case still the same, similar to 2015?
It's
there are
worse.
those who will say Tinubu has never lost an election. And it's different as a politician compared to Goodluck Jonathan.
Tinubu has never lost an election. That can be contested, but it's okay. He has never lost an election. It's a political strategist. He's this, he's that. Wait. Nasir Elrufai has said, if you want to learn some lessons, invite President Jonathan for a chat over coffee and ask him what happened in 2015. That's all.
If you were made a minister, would you be saying all this thing that you're saying?
If I was made a minister, I would probably have resigned. Once I saw the direction of the government, I would have resigned and I would have said the same thing. People think that this minister is a big deal. I was minister when I was 43 years old, 20 years before. They're still talking about what I did in FCT. People forgot that I left the FCT 2007. I left the FCT 18 years ago. Okay? And I have no desire to be minister. I didn't want anything. I've made it very clear. People can come and say all kinds of things, revise history and so on. They are free to do so. As I said, people's opinion of me doesn't make me lose any sleep. I don't care. I know who I am. I know what I am. I sleep well every night. And I don't need anyone to validate me or your criticism to affect me.
Because your disqualification was based on security, that you're a threat, you're a security threat.
Yes.
And that's why.
Yes, and I'm still
around. They couldn't have you in government.
I'm still around. The Bella Turji is not a security threat. Dogo Gide is not a security threat. Every day they announce they have killed one, but the most important terrorists are still roaming the streets. The security story is all an exit strategy for Bola Tinubu because he has changed his mind about wanting me to be a minister. I don't know what his reasons are, but he changed his mind.
I understand that you had ambitions and you were going to use that office for your own personal ambition, and it was clear. Those are what I heard that really happened.
Well, I'm hearing this one. First, I'm probably the only politician in Nigeria who has never had ambitions. Every position I've held in office, I was asked, I was invited, I was literally begged, like Tinubu begged me on the platform in Kaduna to serve because I get things done. I have never had ambitions. I am a person that gets difficult things done. That's why Obasanjo got me into the government. That's why Buhari asked me to go and be the governor of Kaduna State. I have never had ambition. I'm probably the only politician without ambitions.
Number two, falling out with these people that have called you. Why do you keep falling out with them?
Who have I fallen out with?
They talk about fallout between you and OBJ and what he said about you. Now Bola Tinubu.
Look, OBJ has said many good things about me. He has said many bad things about me. But today, tomorrow, go and ask him. OBJ will tell you I'm one of his best appointees ever. And it was OBJ that invited me to be the deputy chairman of the Nigeria-Congo Business Council. I'm still in touch with him. I still go to him for advice. I've not fallen out with OBJ. If anybody thinks there is a falling out, It's his imagination. Throughout the time I worked with Obasanjo, we quarreled and made up many times. It's the nature of our relationship. And depending on the mood, you know, that's it. So, but coming back to your question, okay? So, number two, I said I don't have any ambition. All right? Number three, what was I going to be? I was going to be the minister in charge of electricity. And I had a plan to ensure that by 2030, every part of Nigeria is covered with 24/7 reliable electricity. That was the plan I gave to Tinubu. What is the ambition there? What is the ambition? Finally, what if I have ambition? If the work that I will do will provide Nigerians with electricity, will solve their problems, what has my ambition got to do with it? Is the country not important enough to tolerate my ambition if I had any? It is sheer idiocy and lack of love for country, okay, for people to sit and play games like that with the destiny of a country. Okay, so they have their minister of power. They have made progress with the electricity. I took the entire plan, which was developed by McKinsey and Boston Consulting Group, pro bono, because they know me, they respect me. I gave the entire plan to the government. Why can't they implement it? So that Nigerians will have electricity.
Would that plan assure us
that plan,
constant electricity?
By 2030, every part of Nigeria will be covered and will have reliable electricity.
And that plan is not being followed?
I have given them the plan. You ask them what they have done with it. No. I love this country. I don't care. I don't have ambitions.
But there are those who say that you're going into the ADCs because of your plan and your agenda, your ambition towards 2027.
They are free to say what they want to say.
Do you want to become a VP candidate? Is that your ultimate goal?
I am not interested in any position. I have never been. Okay?
Not even a president.
Listen, Shehu, the purpose of having power is to do something with it. Okay? If I feel I have solutions to Nigeria's problems, and I can make a contribution, and I'm the best candidate and can win, I will run for an office. But I don't think so now. And where we are now, people are talking about ADC and talking about ambitions. Where we are now is to build a strong party. It is premature, in my view, to be talking about who runs for this or that. I know habitual contestants or those that have run for office before, you can see clearly they want to run again. And some of them have announced that they want to run. But frankly, I think it's a distraction. I think we should focus on building a strong party because the party is very weak. The ADC is not a national party. We have to make it a national party. We have to invest our human, material, and financial resources to make it a national party. That's the first step. When you build a strong party, as we did when we formed the APC, then you are in a position to say, let's have a process that will produce a presidential candidate that can win the election. We're not there yet.
Can I about the allegations of money stolen?
I'm coming. Okay? However, some of the people that we worked with, that we helped, that we campaigned for, that campaigned on the back of our achievements and said they will sustain what we started. They will complete what we have not completed. They will continue on the path we have set for the state, which was the right path. Now came back and started saying things. Okay? A member of the State House of Assembly on your program said 423 billion were siphoned out of the Kaduna State Treasury under my watch. I have sued him and channels because you gave him the platform as a nominal defendant. We're in court. The entire amount of money that Kaduna State got in the 8 years I was governor was about 900 and something billion. Part of it was used to pay salaries, overheads, and run the government. If 423 billion was siphoned out of Kaduna State Treasury, it would not have been possible for us to do all the work that we did. And as I said, even a blind man that goes to Kaduna knows that we have transformed the state in many ways, in every sector. And there is no ward, no local government that we have not invested. And even the governor himself has said this several times before he got elected, but he got there and changed his story.
I don't see wetin this crook don talk now about Tinubu and how he dey criticize people up and down just because say the cake wey be say dem share e no reach am now, you understand? If not, he would have been part of this corruption wey be say okay we dey face now. See, you see this man, if you want to believe wetin this man dey talk, believe him at your own risk, because this man, I think he's even worse than all the people wey be say okay dey talk about, because when him bin dey this banditry and many other things wey he don talk about for here, na him be person wey be say he don kpai people off Kaduna pass. If you want to like understand wetin I dey talk, carry yourself go do any research on any platform that how many persons lost their life during Elrufai stay in the office in Kaduna. Na go see am. Everything wey this man dey talk na wetin he don do. Na he come outside dey talk. Even the one wey be say talk about this Uba Sani, the current governor of Kaduna State now, wey be say okay, he dey perform well just because say that man now decided not to follow their own path. He is now here now to criticize the man just because say Tinubu no give am that thing wey be say he want. He's now here to criticize Tinubu now just because say wetin he don plan for against some Christian e no work. He's here now to support Christian. So all these things we be say okay they do. He is not doing all these things in your own favor. He's doing all these things for his own selfish interest. So you will be Nigerian now. If you truly know what is good for you, you should come down and never be in the haste of jumping into all this kind of matter, because the way it is now, it is only God that can even select the best for anybody now because of the way it is. Because many people now don't the fear of how Niger politicians now, even because of the way they do their thing, because these people now they go do this one today, go this one tomorrow, go this one next tomorrow. That's what they just did. They play Nigeria, but as they play us, now so God go play them too. But you will be say okay, it is now. Make you wise up, make you feel use your head. Now only waiting if you get to let you know. And for those of now be say okay, now today be on our first time here, you could not like, share, subscribe. Thank you.